Hey ladies and gentlemen, Wolf Crier here, and welcome to Diablo 3 Basics, where I try to enlighten new players, returning players, and veterans alike. So I've actually gotten a ton of requests to do a video like this, and this video is going to be all about etiquette in Diablo 3, or any game for that matter. So this video is pretty much going to go over how to be polite in Diablo 3 when it comes to public games and stuff like that. We're going to start off with the number one, power leveling. Okay, it is entirely okay to ask to be power leveled, but you have to understand that a lot of people might not have a ton of time to play, or maybe their friends just jumped online. They want to play with friends, that sort of thing. People might not always have the time to power level people. So you've got to keep that in mind. A second thing about power leveling and asking to be power leveled is you personally need a plan for what you're going to be doing afterwards. Are you expecting that person who power leveled you all the way to 70 to now stick around until you are fully geared? That's a lot to ask for somebody. I mean, it takes 10 to 15 minutes to power level somebody, but it takes a lot longer to get them situated where they can do like torment 6 or 7 or something like that. You've got to have a plan, formulate a plan in advance for how you are going to farm up that gear afterwards. I personally prefer power leveling people who already have a 70 main. That way it's a lot easier to farm for your gear with your main guy while you roll for gear and craft gear on your secondary character. So much easier that way. But if you're going from 0 to 70 right off the bat with no backup plan, you're going to be in a world full of hurt and trying to farm on easy mode without any gear whatsoever. So you've got to keep that in mind if you are looking for a power level. Do not expect the person who gave you that boost to stick around until you are geared. Now after that, you've been playing Diablo 3 for a little bit and your friend list may be starting to grow after getting public parties, stuff like that. Don't ninja invite yourself to people's games. It's rude. What you want to do instead is PM that person, say, hey, you want to group up? That sort of thing. But again, you have to understand if they say no, maybe it's because they got other stuff going on. Maybe they can't play consistently during the time that they're on. Maybe they got to run up and downstairs. Maybe they're doing laundry while they're playing, stuff like that. Not everybody has the time to play multiple hours in a day. So you've got to be understanding about what that person wants out of their game time as well. Now let's talk about public games. Let's start off with the big one, guys, Bounties. First up, when you are joining public games, no matter what kind of public game this is, know your capabilities. Know your gear's capability, know your build's capability, and know your skill level. Do not try to jump into a T13 bounty run if you cannot clear T13. You're asking a lot from the other 3 players in that group to carry you through. It's not really fair. I mean, if you've got friends that are willing to do it, clanmates, that's different. But when you're joining public games, usually people want to complete these fast, get their bounty mats, get out, start all over again. So be able to do the level that you are joining, especially in a 4-person party, which is going to increase the health of all mobs and increase the difficulty of clearing that solo. But you should definitely be able to clear it solo so you are not dragging down the rest of the group. And one more thing when it comes to bounties. Do not turn in that bounty quest until you ask your party members. Nothing sucks more than having to run back for a bounty cache that dropped because your inventory was full. And if you're in mid-teleport, when that is turned in, that is dropped wherever you were. And now when it comes to Neph Rifts or key farming, same deal pretty much. You want to be able to clear whatever torment level you are on. You are not as constricted normally with your build, but your gear and your abilities with that build need to be on par with the torment you are joining. Do not try to just get carried. It it annoys people, and you do not want to do that. I mean, it's a lot different if it's clanmates and friends and such. That's a lot easier. But public games, be respectful of other people's time. Because, as I said, not a lot of people have all the time in the world to be playing video games. Now, for greater rift pushing, once again, know your gear's ability, your build's ability, and your personal skill level required for what you are looking for. Don't go looking for a GR 110 plus group if you're going to attempt to bring in an off build, that sort of thing. I love running off builds. Me and my parties that I run with, we constantly have non-meta builds in it, and we push as far as we can go, etc. But I would never take that into a public game because it is rude, and those people are looking to progress. And you don't want to slow down other people just so that you can do what you want to do. That's why it's better to play your off builds and stuff like that with friends who are willing to try that stuff with you. So I want to pretty much say that the Diablo 3 community is pretty amazing, and they are very, very helpful. But you can help them out a lot if you know what to expect going into a public game or looking for power level, etc. Be polite and respect other people's time because it matters. Like I said, not a lot of people have a ton of time. I know I don't. I make videos. I work tons of hours at my job, and I have a family and stuff like that. So when I jump on, I want to be able to play. I can't always power level people, that sort of thing. I enjoy doing that from time to time, but I cannot do it all the time and still get what I want out of the game. And neither can everybody else. Understand that people play this game for fun, but they also want to, feel an accomplishment. And if they're consistently power leveling people or carrying people and slowing themselves down, sometimes that's going to suck for them. And that might make them a little disgruntled at the game and maybe at you. So you want to be polite, guys. All right, so that is all I have for this. This was definitely a different type of Diablo 3 basics than I've done before, but I figured it needed to be said. You guys should definitely be able to enjoy this community, but become a part of it. Don't work against it. That's the way I see it. And guys, feel free to hit me up in game, WolfCryer1183. You can also utilize the Smoke Break community in D3. Both me and Dropadooski are always in there. So feel free to stop by, join that. If you're looking for a clan, mine's always looking for people as well. So feel free to hit me up for that as well, guys. Thank you so very much for checking out this video, for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. I greatly appreciate it. You guys have a great day. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Feel free to fill up that comment section. You guys have a good one. Peace.